Greetings, everybody. This is Morning Eggnog. My name is James Font.
Good morning.
With me, as always, Caleb Font. You already said good morning.
Good morning again.
So, Caleb, how have you been doing?
I've been doing nyeh.
You've been doing
Nyeh.
But has the highlight of your ness been totally working on your Minecraft house?
Oh, I haven't worked on that in a week or two now.
But you've been fishing a lot, though.
I've been doing a lot of fishing, and then puffer fish, that they're important things to catch.
I think I gave you like 22.
I
gave you a lot
22
of
puffer fish.
I gave you a lot of puffer fish.
How I remember that, I don't know. But yes, I have to have my water-breathing potions to make my life better.
I mean, that makes sense. So what I'm trying to do is I swam outside the map, and I'm trying to dig back.
Is that where you work? So swimming over top of you.
I'm digging back, and I'm gonna make a railroad all the way from our town all the way back.
Because I was like, this
is super interesting.
I lost my boat. It went into the water. Like I ran over some lava and it sunk. And so I was like, oh, I'll swim to James's boat. So I swam over to the area you were, and I'm like, he's not here. He's not anywhere. Nuts.
I'm all the way down at Bedrock.
He's down at Bedrock Central.
Anyway, so
he's the Elon Musk of Minecraft.
There we go. I'm the new boring company.
The new boring company.
So if you're watching the video podcast, you can see that I have a yellowish hue around my left eye.
And he's not bad at makeup. It's just natural.
It's 100% natural, and I got hit by a bus. That's what we're going with.
Just in the eye.
You should see what the other guy looks like.
The frisbee?
The bus. Shush.
What? I did.
The other bus.
The other bus.
So
it was a wheel.
It was what? Yeah, I mean, I guess
you could say the wheel came off the bus and hit you in the face.
We'll go with that. So yeah, or my wife hit me, or a plethora of other things.
Yeah.
Definitely,
slapped in the face with a tuna
not
fish.
A frisbee. Yeah, a tuna fish. I like that one. A swordfish got me.
A swordfish got you with its tail. With the back end, not the front.
Exactly. So, Caleb, where did you go recently?
I went to Kansas last week, the previous week before this week. I guess I would have to specify because we put this out a week after. So, the week of the 8th, August the 8th, I went down to Kansas to pick up my wonderful wife and children from the in-laws. So it was a really good time.
What did you all do when you were over there?
It was actually really sweet. We went fishing with the girls, and there's a place close to where they're at. It's Lake something or other, but it actually has a waterfall.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty much dry at the time, and it's shaped like a bowl. I'll get you a picture of it so you can post it. But it's like 30 or 40 feet deep, and it looks like a bowl, and it's super deep. And then at the bottom of it, there's a nice place where the water came in. And so there was all kind of fish. There's bass and bluegill and catfish and all these other different fish in there. And they were all hungry, so the girls would just cast, and they were catching fish like crazy.
So it was kind of like Minecraft.
Yes. Except you have bait, and we actually went through all of our bait in about an hour and a half.
Did you guys buy it or get it yourself?
It was worms, so we bought it.
Okay.
So they went through all the worms in an hour and a half, but we caught like 6 or 7 fish. If you have children, you understand that that's quite a few, because they're like, "Oh, my bobber went under the water," and then they yank on it, and then it's too late. But anyways, so while we were fishing there, my brother-in-law was walking on some rocks, and suddenly he saw something move, and he's like, "Oh, what was that? I wonder if that was a fish." He's like, "That didn't seem to look like a fish." So we got a stick and started poking under the rock, and a snake came out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so we left it alone because in Kansas, there's a lot of poisonous things, scorpions, spiders, snakes. And so we took a picture of it, and we took it back because we didn't know what it was, and we showed my father-in-law, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, that was a copperhead."
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, it's a poisonous snake. In the picture, it's got its maw open. It's huge. So, like, its body is, about that big around, but its mouth is like that when it's opened up.
So it's about $0.50 in thickness?
Yeah, about $0.50 in thickness, but when it opened its mouth, it was like 2 inches across.
Oh, my gosh.
They're an incredible animal. But anyway, so we kind of left that spot alone, and we were like, no, we're going to go we're going to go be over here.
And of course, you can't tell the girls that. Otherwise, you'll have some freaked out girls.
Yeah. I mean, they understood that we're like, okay, we're not going to fish here anymore. There's a snake and we just want to be safe. And they're like, okay, whatever. And they went over there and fished. So that was pretty fun. But the real adventure happened when we started going home.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. Our 2008 minivan decided that it didn't want a water pump anymore, or at least was rejecting the one that we gave it when it was made.
Like a bad knee replacement?
It's like, I don't want this anymore. I'm overheating now. Why are you doing this to me? So we get about 2.5 hours from home. It's about 4 or 5 in the morning. And
you're ready to be home and in bed.
And because I've been driving since 6 that evening, so 6 to 3.
12 hours.
4 in the morning.
Almost.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Anyways, and so we're broke down along the side of the road, and we have to call Dad and have him come pick us up with the truck and trailer. And now that was fun too, because all the girls are exhausted, and we're in the truck, and so it's not even a crew cab; it's one of those narrow-backed ones. And so all the girls, so the 3 girls, are in the back with Marty. So it was. Yeah, it was a blast.
Everybody was extremely happy and very polite to each other and in no way upset.
Yeah, about an hour into it, they finally all fell asleep except for Ariel, who grabbed her mommy's iPad, brought it up, and was like, what is this game? And it was Angry Birds, Star Wars Angry Birds. And so she's sitting there playing Star Wars Angry Birds with me. So
that works.
It's
a good distraction.
So thankfully, I'm pretty much caught up on most of my sleep. I'm still like a little sleep deprived, but we're pretty much caught up from our Kansas adventures.
See, the reason I was sleep deprived was because we had a friend going to. That sounds like it. Sorry, that sounds like a fun time. It's completely cut you off first.
Oh, I was done.
I know. But the reason I was sleep deprived was because we have a friend going to California, or he already is gone now.
California?
And him and his girlfriend were going to go out there. He's going to school, and he's going to go hang out in the community and get a job out there and see how he likes the culture out there. And so we decided to stay up. Why were we up till 3? No, that was because I was editing the podcast.
Now, is this particular one part of another podcast?
Yes, this is Silas with This Podcast is Lava. He is now in California. But he will be recording remotely, so we should be able to. He'll still be around.
He'll be that little side voice that comes in every now and then. What was that?
What? Weirdness. But yeah, I was up till 3 editing the podcast.
Ooh.
On a Wednesday.
Oh, James.
No, a Thursday.
That's a bad idea.
No, it was a Wednesday. It was definitely a Wednesday because...
Hump day.
Yeah, I had to get it put out by Thursday, and I had to finish up editing. Then I have to upload it to YouTube and all of our other streaming services.
Yeah.
So that took a minute.
Or 2.
Or 1,700. I don't know. It was a lot.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then Thursday was their last night here, and they were going to leave Friday morning, so I stayed up till 2.
Oh. So you stayed up late Wednesday and Friday?
Yeah. No, Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh.
And then we went to bed pretty early.
So how was your
Friday.
work days?
Pretty much. I only killed a couple pedestrians.
It's like Grand Theft Auto up in this place.
Grand Theft Plumbing. So what I was going to talk about was Randy Gardner.
Who's that?
Randy Gardner, born in 1948, set the world record for the longest a human has gone without sleep.
Oh my.
In 1964, Gardner, a high school student in San Diego, California, stayed awake for a whopping... First of all, what's the longest you've ever stayed up, Caleb?
Probably like 32 hours.
32 hours. That's a day and a half.
Yeah.
We used to do every year at his church, I guess our church, a thing called the Men's Overnighter. And so we would stay up. Some of us would stay up all night. It was a retreat for men, and there would be a service, and then there would be normally fantastic chili and hot dogs and all sorts of stuff. And then
all goodies, fresh cookies, popcorn.
His church is in a old school building, and so they converted a lot of rooms. Like there's a BB gun range in this church.
BB gun range.
A gaga ball pit, a 9-hole mini golf.
Yep.
This is all in a church.
Inside the church upstairs.
And then a ping pong table.
The human foosball.
Oh yeah, I forgot human foosball.
Yeah, the human foosball.
So it's an amazing, and then there's all sorts of other things. Obviously, video games. I don't know.
Used to be.
But that was the men's overnighter, and so I stayed up all night, and I had been up for 24 hours, and I was hanging out with my friend Greg, and I, at age 15, didn't have any responsibilities. Said to myself, I'm going to see how long I can stay up.
Oh gosh.
I stayed up for 53 hours.
Oh my.
So all day Friday, Saturday. Church was super weird.
Oh my goodness, I can imagine.
Church Sunday morning was like real weird. I was blinking my eyes a lot and barely awake. And then I finally went to sleep after 53 hours, and that was my personal goal. Someday I want to break it. My father-in-law said it hurts your body, which probably.
I imagine it's kind of like letting your computer not shut down for months.
Pretty much.
Or your phone. After a while, it doesn't make any calls or you're getting texts. It's just like...
Because Verizon does a check on my phone every once in a while, like, how healthy is your phone? And it says, it could be, restarted. It's been a month.
Oh, my.
Well, I just plug mine in outside my bedroom and let it charge.
I still restart it about once every week, 2 weeks, just to make sure, because I have a cheaper phone, so it really goes on the fritz if you don't.
This is an expensive phone. It's still garbage. Anyway.
It's still garbage. And it's not even an iPhone.
Oof. So Randy Gardner stayed awake for 11 days and 25 minutes. 264.4 hours.
No, that's just bad for you.
This period of sleeplessness broke the previous record held by disc jockey Tom Rounds in Honolulu with a whopping 260 hours. So we beat him by 4 hours and 40 minutes.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy. Gardner's attempt was by a Stanford sleep research. Was attended by Stanford sleep research William Denment. Gardner's health was monitored by Lieutenant Commander John Ross. A log was kept by two classmates. The accounts of Gardner's sleep deprivation experience was a medical response became widely known among the sleep research community. What? Anyways.
Okay, so basically this was all done for research sake.
It was done for research and other things, I guess.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense, but man, that would stink to be that guy.
It would be very interesting. It is often claimed that Gardner's experiment demonstrated that sleep deprivation or extreme sleep deprivation has little effect other than mood changes associated with tiredness. This is primarily due to a report done by researcher William Denment, who stated that by the 10th day of the experiment, Gardner had been, among other things, able to beat Denment at pinball.
Oh, must have been a pinball wizard,
I guess. However, Lieutenant Commander John Ross, who monitored his health, reported serious cognitive behavior changes. These included moodiness, problems with concentration, and short-term memory. I just must be tired all the time because I have all that. I'm very moody. No. Paranoia and hallucinations.
Oh, he got hallucinations.
So you can get hallucinations. On the 11th day, when he was asked to subtract 7 repeatedly, starting with 100, he stopped at 65. When asked why he had stopped, he replied that he'd forgotten what he was doing. On his final day, Gardner presided over a press conference where he spoke without slurring or stumbling his words and generally appeared to be in excellent health. I wanted to prove that bad things didn't happen if you went without sleep, said Gardner. I thought I can break that record. And I don't think it would be a negative experience.
I wouldn't want to do it. I love sleep.
I also love sleep.
It's like one of the best parts of the day.
It is. It's kind of depressing, though, if you think about it. The best time of day is not seeing anybody.
Well, I don't know. It's just such
No.
I would say it like this. Is like you had such a successful day that you're excited to go to sleep.
I will say that after doing like heavy lifting or whatever, and you get under your covers, there's very few feelings that are better than after a hard day's work of laying down.
Yeah, what's even better is like if you have time, like I like listening to an audiobook for about a half hour to 45 minutes, and a lot of times I'll fall asleep to it, but just that feeling of just snuggling down and getting comfortable while you're listening to a story. I think it's probably just genetic from when we listened to stories from as a kid, but it just makes me so comfortable and I just pass out.
Yeah,
And I wake up and my book's been going for 2 hours and like, dang it!
I don't remember what I last listened to.
Rewind this. Where did I fall asleep? Oh, right there.
But no, my wife doesn't like it because I can fall asleep in about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
On a good day, if I go to bed at a decent time. So.
Yeah, my wife is annoyed at me because if, let's say, she went to Kansas, she can't sleep as well.
Yep, my wife can't sleep.
I don't have a problem.
Nope.
She's like, how have you been sleeping? Great. My sleep is stunk.
You don't miss me.
You're so mean.
Pretty much. That's, like, Olivia didn't go to bed with me till 3 Wednesday because I was awake till 3. She can't go to sleep without me, and I'm like, I wish you could, because then you would get more sleep.
Yeah.
I can sleep almost anywhere now. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram for updates on what's going on. And if you want to be on the podcast, have a topic you want us to cover, you can message us on Facebook, Instagram, or email us at morningeggnog@gmail.com. You can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and PodBean. And now you can watch our rugged faces.
Rugged?
That's what you said last time.
I know.
I said beautiful, and then you said we're just rugged.
I know, but then rugged is like majestic.
No, there's like ruggedly handsome, and then there's just rugged.
So, yeah, that's true. Just rugged faces.
This is what I look like when I don't shave.
Maybe like Georgia Dirt Road.
Georgia Dirt Road?
Georgia Dirt Road look, face.
There we
Georgia
go.
Dirt Road face.
Something like that.
I mean, maybe you're more rugged. I'm more like...
What's...
I don't know. It's kind of like fluffy and hairy at the same time.
Fluffy and hairy at the same time. Anyways, you can watch our rugged, fluffy faces. Well, his fluffy face. Mine is just pokey. On YouTube.
Llama head gets annoying.
The llama head does get annoying. So, again, the audio podcast, he's drinking out of a cup that has a llama in it. That made no sense. It doesn't have a llama in it. Did you ever use the cup at my parents' house that had the frog in the bottom?
Did it move?
No, it was just a plain white cup, and then you would drink down to about 2 inches, and there would be a frog.
My daughters had it, except they had like little pandas and different things in it. But we were like, they're going to smash these things. I think we might even stop.
Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching and listening, and we will see you later.
Ta-ta.